Hey guys, Lady Lee here. I want to take a moment and share with you my seed starting shelves that I love. I set those up maybe 4 years ago, and I'm using them every season to start my seeds. They're inside my house. I actually use them in the spring and also in the fall because, well, in the summer for fall plants. We in North Carolina have a very hot summer, and a lot of the fall crops that I plant in the garden don't germinate in the hot summer soil. So I plant them inside in August when the house is cool and air conditioned, and then in the middle of September when there's a break in the weather, I move them outside. If I planted them outside in the middle to the end of September, by the time they germinated, they won't have enough time to mature all the way before it gets too cold. So this unit actually services both spring and summer crop. Spring, like lettuce and chard and beets and stuff like that. Also services and starts summer crops like watermelons and cucumbers and tomatoes and peppers. And I also use it for crops that I plant in the fall, like whatever I plant in the spring. So again, the lettuce and the spinach and chard and kale and all this kind of stuff. So let me show you how it's set up and what I'm growing here right now. It is the end, well, the third week of March. So let's take a look. All right, so each shelf can house 4 trays. Each tray can be different number of cells depending on what I'm growing. So I can use a 72 cell tray, 36 cell tray. Over there you can see a 128. So that's like 128 plants just in that far flat over there. So really there are a ton of plants just on one shelf. I have some of my canning goods stored here and some other random things. I'm not even using all of the shelves right now because it's an insane amount of plants. So I'm just using those 2 shelves, and the rest of the unit is for something else. But if you have bigger garden, or even if you want to sell, like this summer or this spring, my plan is to try to sell some of those plants that I grow, and we'll see how it works. So if you even want to start some plants in your home and have it as a supplemental income and sell some plants in the spring, you can do that easily. You can use this unit to grow things during the winter. So you see here, this flat is microgreens, and they are ready for harvest in 10 days. So you can grow this just all winter long and have fresh greens right from shelves inside of your home. It's super easy, super easy. Each shelf has 2 cool fluorescent shop lights. It's important that they are cool, and again, all the details on how I build this are in the post, but those lights are cool. They don't generate any heat. I keep them, they come with a little chain like that, and you just connect it to the bottom of each shelf. And they come, excuse me for the dust, I did not clean them after the winter. They come with this little hook, and I can change the distance that they have from the plants. So before the plants germinate or as the plant germinate, I keep them very close, and then as the plant grows, I lift the lights up. I always try to keep my lights about 2 inches from the plant. That's the best. I also keep them on for About 10 to 12 hours a day. That's best. I used to have this little computer set up, and it was really easy because it just starts the lights for you and turn the lights off for you. I just can't remember how to set it up again. I have to look this up. But for now, since it's in my house, it used to be on the other side of the road in a little room that I have on my farm. And then I didn't want to need to go there at a certain time every day, so I set up the computer to do it for me. Now it's inside my house, so I'm here, so I'm just turning it on and off from that little extension outlet thingy. Okay, so this is a 72 cell flat, and I use it for peppers. I got lunchbox peppers here. Bell peppers, all those are bell peppers, and this is jalapeno peppers. Over here I have this tray and this tray in the back. You can see the soil because it's not filling the whole cell. Those are tomatoes. So I have 3 varieties over here and 3 varieties over there. And I plant my tomatoes in a way that I don't need to repot them. I fill the cells just with a little bit of soil, plant the seeds, and as the seeds grow, I add more soil around these seedlings. This way I don't have to repot my tomatoes. So it saves me a lot of work. Over there you can see my lettuce just germinated. I think there's like 36 cells of lettuce over there, and then all this is basil. It's like 96 plants, which is an insane amount of basil, and I am going to try to I don't know if to, maybe I'll try to sell some of the plants and at the market, but then also I want to see if I can grow some more basil at the farm and find a way to sell it to like restaurants and stuff like that. So we'll try to do that. This flat has my flowers. So I got lavender and forget-me-not and marigolds, all kind of stuff here, and then some kale at the end because I could not for the life of me find kale plants at the store, at the farm supply store. Kale is really something that I should start in February and be planting outside right now, but I was visiting family in Israel and I wasn't able to start seeds sooner. So I figured I'll just buy a couple of kale plants, and then I came back and I cannot find kale anywhere. So I just am going to start it, and I might plant it a little later, but it will be okay. So that's it. It's really, really super easy. When I want to water the flats, I take them out onto my kitchen counter or out on the porch and just use a watering can to sprinkle them with water. And you always want to keep the soil moist. But other than that, it really is easy. This is a whole process, yes. So it's there's more information on the blog, and I'll link to it below about how to start seeds indoors, what kind of soil to use. It's a better idea that I look at you when I talk, right? I think. Anyway, there is more information on the blog about how to start seeds, what kind of soil to use, what kind of plant food, organic plant food to add to that soil so your plants are growing faster and you don't have to have them inside the house or on a shelving unit like that for long. So that's a neat trick. There is also information on the blog on how to transplant, harden and transplant those seedlings when they are ready to go out to the garden. Again, I'll link to all of this below the video, and you feel free to comment and ask questions and subscribe if you want to follow further. and leave me a comment on the blog or a comment here on YouTube, whatever you like. And I'll see you in the next video.